It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already knowin'. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Whoop, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not frontin'. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King, the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King, left none living, unable to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running. ran so fast. I was taken by the flash. Then you came and brought me here. You locked me here. You locked me in your basement. And you told me you loved me. And I said I loved you too. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be our last. Taken by the flash. My mother and my father, they both warned me when they said you were unstable. But your jawline and your brown eyes, they were more than I could take. And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. 'Now we both gone missing and we're kissing till the police come to find us. Is it wrong that I like it and I don't wanna go back home? And it happened all so fast. I was taken by the flash. Cause Flash, I know you know that you're the fastest man I know. Whenever you're away from me, my whole world moves so slow. The only thing I have now are the memories that pass. If I'd have known this day would be our last. Taken by the flash.
Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting. Ezra, no, don't take me home. Just keep me here, just keep me wanting.
What's up, guys? Happy Monday. It's the Moral Compass, the Fulfillment King, and this is the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club, episode 92. And today we're talking Jeepers Creepers. Joining me, my co-host, my neighbor at Jersey, Super Jersey Comic Expo, Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
Hey, what's going on? Where are we at? 92, you said?
92 episodes.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're going to hit that 100 mark real soon. We got to have a special episode for that.
Yeah, I got to bust out the tux, man.
Oh, yeah. Also joining us, our third man, the toughest man on this panel, Mark Yoon. There he is.
Our Steven Seagal.
What's up,
How
Mark?
dare you, Dex? How dare you?
And of course, we will always have a fourth person with us on the horror movie club. I thought Enrico was joining us today, but man, I guess he's busy. He passed his invitation on to someone else. Joining us today, we have Mr. Peepers.
Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Peepers, and I'll be joining you today for a review of Jeepers Creepers, the movie.
Yes.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
So
Very
how's everyone's how was everyone's weekend?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, let's start with you, Mark Yoon.
Yeah,
I'm
we know
a-
what he was up to, so.
I'm a bit miserable.
Yeah.
So I finally got the battery for my scale. After 6 months of not working out and going back to soda and chips and a bunch of disgusting habits that I long since thought I passed. And I did not like what I saw when I stepped on it. So I got a personal trainer and I am on a really strict keto-esque type of diet. And it is horrible. I'm on day 2. It is awful.
That's motivation now, right? You
Yeah.
need motivations.
Well, we should start the Haunted Pizza Fitness Challenge.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Get the chat in on it too.
Dude,
Mr.
like on the
Creepers
Rogan
already-
show.
Yeah, I think Mr.
I'm-
Creepers already won.
Yeah, he's got a couple ounces missing already.
Yeah.
But Dex, Enrico, and we were all at the Super Jersey Comic Expo. Man, it was such a fun time hanging out
Yeah.
with the fellas. Enrico was there filming it all. There'll be a vlog soon. But Dex, what was your opinions on the convention?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just saw the announcement today. They announced it was the highest, attendance they've ever
Yeah.
had. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
It's a new convention. It's growing.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think of the venue? So we were at the Dome, which is like this indoor golf, driving range. So we were on like AstroTurf,
Yeah.
and it was pretty cool.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for
That
those
sounds
flying golf balls. They can put out an eye.
In the beginning, remember how hot it was? It was getting really toasty in there.
Oh yeah. And then Sunday, I guess they
was
heard the
freezing.
complaints because it was freezing
Yeah.
there. But I had a great time. I'm going to show off some stuff I got. Of course,
Yes.
The-
Show
the-
it off.
you know, I met Michael J. White, Spawn himself. He got mad when I asked him if he thought he could take Mark Yoon in a fight.
He was insulted.
But yeah, I met Michael J. White. Really weird encounter before me. I don't know that the person in front of me in line, I think, is an aspiring actor, and he gave Michael J. White his resume. And I didn't hear the conversation leading up to it, but what I heard Michael say to him was that it was his bad attitude is why he wasn't getting any work.
I mean,
So-
Mark, you and I'm sure the rest of everybody else has met a lot of celebrities, and there's a certain way you're supposed to act around.
Yeah.
them. I mean, like you don't want to be giving them. Although we did give the director of Terrifier a bunch of your books, remember?
Oh yeah.
And you were like, yeah, you probably just threw them in the trash. But
yeah, it was an awkward. Yeah, but that encounter wasn't awkward. This guy, I don't know if he didn't get the hint or what. But
Right.
yeah, it was very weird. But I got my Spawn figure. I've had this Spawn figure since the figures were released. I got them the weekend they were released at Caldor.
So much nostalgia, man.
You
That
don't know what a
Caldor.
Caldor is. You know what
I
Caldor
know
is?
I know a Caldor. I am 42 in July, Dex. I'm not like a spry chicken.
He's also
or
from
spring chicken.
He's also from the New Jersey area.
Yeah.
there.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you know
also,
how?
Also, I got the information out of Michael Jai White. No, I'm kidding.
Do you know how much this figure was when it was released?
$6, I think, something like
Yeah,
that.
$5.99.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
incredible.
I had a day one too. I love that figure to death. I even had the alternative one with his meat face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. It just sucks because like I took it out and played with it and stuff because I used to like play with them.
Mm.
And it comes with a comic, doesn't it? Isn't it like a
Yeah,
annotated
that's the
version of issue
backing board.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The medieval Spawn original figure was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So cool. That blue and like the axe thing that it comes, the sword that it comes with the spikes off of it and the shield. It was dope.
It was
I was a little upset that Spawn though came with like a wooden plank with like a nail out of it instead of like a gun or something. Like that was the only thing about the end of the flying winged cape thing. It didn't work as advertised.
No.
It was just
Yeah.
like a
They were
flimsy
still
piece
trying
of
to figure
plastic. Yeah. Mine eventually broke out. Yeah, of course, because we have we have an adjacent version of Botta here, Mr. McFarlane Toys himself.
Yeah.
Um,
Toys used to be top tier until Mr.
Yeah.
Botta left, and then it all went down.
yeah.
So,
I started getting a little annoyed with them when they started prioritizing detail over articulation because a lot of the later figures they're just like they don't move
it wouldn't stand. Some of them wouldn't stand. You know, you had to
and
buy-
then all of Spawn's capes are like hard, so it's like you can't do anything with the figure because the cape is so intrusive. Yeah, I have a couple over there, and like they can't be posed really.
that was post.
I think both. Both of the
Yeah.
takes on the figures, articulation versus non-articulation. I think they both have their place, but there needs to be a balance, right? And Todd McFarlane Toys did go through that phase where there was no balance, man.
Yeah.
Like that figure,
Yeah.
that was the pose it was in.
Guys, I also got to meet Larry Houston, director of G.I. Joe, the movie. He's currently working on X-Men 97, but I don't care about that. I care about G.I. Joe. He also wrote the
X-Men 97 is awesome. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's a good show, but it's not G.I. Joe to me.
Oh yeah,
but
True.
It's no X-Men 98.
Wait,
Yeah.
we already saw it in '97. I mean, come on.
But he
It's
also
a continuation though. It's great. I'm sorry, Mark.
Let's
I'm
go.
sorry.
Come on. People are going to start complaining that it's 40 minutes and we haven't gotten to the chat. So he also wrote the episode Hearts and Cannons, where Dusty and Footloose compete for the affection of Zorana. So I had him sign my Dusty figure. Man, he spent like, luckily I was fourth in line because he spent like 10 minutes with each person. And he just told me all about like that episode, how it's based off like a Bing Crosby episode or a Bing Crosby movie. And then he told me about the G.I. Joe, the movie. That was like the first time working in motion pictures. So he thought like he was just going to get like that G.I. Joe TV episode budget. So when he storyboarded that incredible opening to G.I. Joe, the movie, when it came back to him, he couldn't believe they gave him like everything that he put in those storyboards, and he was just blown away. And I told him, in my opinion, I think it's like the greatest animated intro ever. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was real cool meeting him. He was awesome. Took time with his fans, and then I just met two comic personalities. I met the legendary Jim Shooter. Had him sign my Overstreet magazine.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he told me, Overstreet interviewed him and a bunch of other comic book luminaries, and asked them like what their thoughts on the future of comics were back then. This was like the early mid '90s, and everyone was saying how the best is yet to come, and he said, "Bubble's about to burst, guys," and they didn't listen to him.
True that, man.
And also got Bart Sears to sign my Wizard magazine. That's the Deathmate cover. So it has Supreme, Solar, Bloodshot on it, Die Hard, and Bart Sears was like, this is like the early days of his career drawing for Wizard magazine.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, this is like early fandom for me. I love Wizard
Like
magazine.
remember when he would do like Brutes and Babes?
Oh yeah.
I miss Solar too. First time I ever saw him, we were at Wildwood on vacation, and those super expensive dollar stores that they have like on the boardwalk. They would have the packs of random comics, and one of them that I bought had like a Solar comic in it, and that's how I like discovered it. And I started collecting them after that. I love them.
Did you like Exo Mana War? Wasn't that one of his other ones?
Yeah. I have issue 0 signed, and I also have issue 1 signed of Exo.
Nice. I had a buddy that really liked Exo Mana War. Yeah, he liked the whole Valiant thing. It was cool.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. That character.
Yeah, nothing quite like the '90s, I think, for comic books. So many cool universes going on. So many indie publishers making a name for them, for themselves. I'm being rude, guys. We haven't said hello to the chat yet. 20 minutes into the show, we haven't said hello. Of course, first in the chat, our guy. Ice Pick Mark Penguin. He says, better late than never. That's because I put that stream up after I got home from work. I've been a busy guy fulfilling books, Comic Cons.
Yeah.
The king. They don't call you the king for nothing, man.
I know. Taking Sean to pick up his prescriptions. Busy life, guys. Busy life.
Is that like chocolate bars?
Like cool stuff from the 80s.
Mark Yoon pulling double duty. He's in the chat saying, Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? I think he's talking to you, Mr. Peepers.
Ooh, yeah. I could use some new peepers. Mine are missing.
Mark says, Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club is brought to you by the Cat Named Haiku iPhone app. Haiku is a form of Japanese poetry. Haiku is also a little cat who can't seem to stay out of trouble. A Cat Named Haiku is the story of the day in the life of a mischievous little cat as he learns a valuable lesson on love told completely in haiku. The app contains an audio version of the book read to you by TMC, as well as 8 puzzles and games to choose from. I spent the last year developing this with Arcana Studio. He's talking. That's me saying that, not Mark Penguin. And it turned out fantastic. I don't even know if that app's available anymore. I think Mark took that off my my podcast that he's been listening to.
It was a missed opportunity, that's for sure, Mark.
Yeah, no, that app was great. It was a lot of fun. I mean, that came out like when my Chase was maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 years old. But he was, he had my iPad that he would, watch videos on, and he loved that app. He would play with it for hours doing those puzzles. I think Haiku will see the light again soon. I think.
I agree.
Mark Penguin says Gun Goth launches Friday, June 13th. She is the hot topic. Yeah, guys, go over to Indiegogo, sign up. We're launching Friday, June 13th. 13 covers to choose from. Let us know what your favorite cover is in the chat. And sign up to save $40 off that box set where you get all 13 covers, plus the art book.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Speaking of art books, see how I did that? The official Mars Attacks art book with a piece by our own Dexter Weeks is now live. Dex had prints of this.
Yeah.
At Super Jersey Comic Expo. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, actually, it did pretty well. I think actually I had a crow one too, and that's outsold the Mars Attacks. But it was cool, man.
Awesome. Writhe and Pain Book 2 in demand. Go check it out. Chris Graves working hard on it. And of course, new printings of Pizza Tree and Loose Threads are now available in a variety of formats. They're on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Go get them at Critical Blast. I had them with me. I forgot them. Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. That
beautiful hardcover. Pizza Tree's in hardcover as well. Pizza Tree, my biggest seller. It's at the convention. I can't believe I forgot it on Saturday, but luckily it was a local convention, so I brought it Sunday. Sold a bunch of them on that day. We got John Eppel in the house. He says, "Hail chat." Oh, we got that dastardly Nicholas Gear. He says, howdy, folks.
Still waiting. He's still waiting.
Yeah. He says, my invite to the Haunted Pizza meetup at the con must have got lost in the mail. Oh, you weren't invited, Nicholas. I'm going to just say it bluntly. You weren't invited. No creepy calzone allowed at the Haunted Pizza horror movie or Haunted Pizza party. It's kind of like, that Top Cal Extreme Studios rivalry. You can't come to our party. We got Michelle Bowers in the house. What's up, Michelle? Thanks for joining us.
Especially now that he got me thinking about calzones on my diet. Come on.
I guess that's not part of it.
Yeah.
We got Sarah Botta Skin in the house. She says, can't wait to see who's joining the stream tonight. It's Mr. Peepers.
Yeah.
Dex, you know what sucks the most about it? The calorie counting is I had to get new keto-friendly wraps because I noticed my regular flour tortillas are like 220 freaking calories for one wrap. So I had to go buy these special ones. It's insane. I never noticed how high everything was just from when you think you're eating healthy. It's crazy.
Being vegetarian, I know, man. Extra money, so.
Don't worry about it. When you forget about this diet in a few days, all that stuff will just be behind.
Oh, that's another thing. I had to give up my precious White Claw, so now I can only drink tequila.
Yeah. That's no calories.
White Claw?
No, I can't. White Claw's 100 calories. So when I drink at a minimum 10, I'm taking 1,000 calories in, and I have a strict 17 calorie a day diet with a little bit of leeway. So
you just have a friggin' beer, bro.
The diet in one beer. Yeah,
I'm gonna stick up for Mark. White Claw tastes way better than beer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is alcohol if he's got to drink 10 of them to get a buzz or whatever, you could just have one really good a specialty beer that might be 10 or 12%, and you're good. One beer, you're good.
But it tastes terrible.
What's that?
And then
but it tastes terrible.
Yeah. Well,
and then as soon as I get buzzed, I'd still have 10 of them. So it wouldn't really do anything.
Once the floodgates are open, it's over. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I was doing some research, and it turns out that tequila from the Blue Agave 100% plan is the healthiest liquor you can have because it's got no additives or sugars or anything. So
all that hard liquor, that's the stuff that's good for you or better.
Dex, I took 20 shots yesterday, no hangover at all this morning. Even White Claws will give me a hangover. So I'm pretty excited.
What kind of tequila were you drinking?
It was the Sam's Club version. The Maker's Mark. Yeah, because they have a liquor store. My Sam's Club. It's Florida, so we have liquor stores on everything everywhere. So it's the Maker's Mark because they had the Hornitos one, which I actually kind of wanted the Hornitos, but it was $20 more. So I got a handle for $18. You can't beat it.
I've never started. Dexter's starting trouble in the chat. Did Nick get his first class flight ticket yet? I'm still waiting. There are no first class tickets. Maybe if Gun Goth hits $1 million, but Nicholas Gear still not getting a ticket. You save some of that money you're shelling out to all my talent, stealing them away from me, Nicholas. Buy your own ticket.
Gear, did you start working on firearm female yet?
Yeah. Sheldon Martin in the chat. He says, "Woo, I thought I was late to the show. I only missed the first half hour." Yeah, we're at the half hour mark right now. Perfect timing. Nicholas Gear says, "Nope. I hope I got the refundable ticket since it seems to be missing. You're not coming, man. You're not coming. Creepy Calzone. There's a list, and you're on the list. They won't let you in."
He gets an emergency exit on a Spirit airline.
Mark Penguin says, "Did you meet Larry Lieber? That's Stan Lee's brother." No, I did not. I did see him.
A long line now.
Yeah,
they had him separate in the little, I guess a little booth or something.
They had him in his iron lung.
Yeah.
Sheldon Mark says 92 when Image was launched. Michelle Bowers laughing. I assume at Mr. Peepers. Yeah, everyone loves Mr. Peepers. Sarah's going to be having nightmares tonight.
Poor Sarah.
You should wear that during your next date night.
Imagine this up close.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nicholas says he looks like he might need some Visine drops. Sheldon says, horrible. Don't you get to eat bacon and cheese on a keto diet? Sounds like a good time. Unless you can't eat those, then it's not a good time.
Yeah, there is some good stuff, but like when you're a guy like me who is mainly into like pasta and like stuff, like it's like I'm not a big meat eater. Like Dex knows that about me. I don't eat that much meat, and now like I have to have meat take up a majority of my diet, and it's like it's brutal for me because I'm not really a big meat guy.
Oh, Sheldon Martin spitting truth. White got mad because he knew Yoon could take him. Yoon is the fighter's fighter.
Getting back in shape, baby.
Nicholas Gear says the paint on the DC figures is trash. Is he talking about those McFarlane toys?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Penguin already wants Yoon kicked from the show. Oh, Nicholas Gear says Creepy Cow Zone Comics has a Bart Sears cover. Just saying.
There you go.
You know, old ATM Nicholas Gear. He'll give money to all the pros. He doesn't care. Sheldon says, did I ask Shooter what the future of comics is now? No, I did not.
He said not comics.
How old is he though, Mark? He looked pretty frail.
Oh, he's 73. He had taken some time off back in August for health reasons, so I think this is his first convention back. But like speaking to him, he was very alert and lively. So hopefully he's on the mend if he from those health concerns he had back in August.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Penguin. That's why he's Ice Pick. He'll stab you right in the back. He's saying Creepy Cow Zone does it like no other.
It needs another two things can't do it like no other simultaneously. That's a paradox.
See, Haunted Pizza does everything like great, and Creepy Cow Zone, yeah, they do it. Like we got DM Ray in the house. What's up, DM Ray?
Creepy Calzone does it different than the rest.
There you go.
John Epple says Bart was one of the few reasons I bought any Valiant books.
I want that. I want to see that. We have the Creepy Calzone logo floating around now. I want one with the tagline.
Yeah. Oh,
different than the rest.
This is Keith Brunswick. His comments from Facebook. That's awesome. He says, hi, I met Larry last year. He was cool to talk to. We talked about him doing Spider-Man and his amazing friends. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Penguin says he was 2 years old. That was part of the ad too. Michelle enjoying our back and forth. Sheldon says one of those books wasn't available on Critical Blast when I tried to get the hardcover. I think it was Loose Threads. I got it off another indie bookshop. Okay, awesome. As long as you got it, man.
You can get them in all fine bookstores around the globe.
It was Barnes and Noble, Amazon, right, Mark?
It sucks, man, because I really used to like comic books. Can't enjoy them anymore.
Nicholas Gear says, about to have to go to McFarlane. Everyone at Haunted Pizza, what's your page rate? I'll increase it. Man.
We don't get page rates here.
And we get deals, bro. We make deals. Points,
we get ownership
bro.
rights.
We get paid in points. Points on the back, bro.
Penguin says, I think you mean you can only drink water, Yoon.
It's just like stuff with heavy amounts of sugar I can't have. And I already mainly drink water anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Like water ice?
Yeah, like frozen water.
Oh, speaking of water, John Malin visited me this weekend to sign some Graveyard Shift books. Signed about 1,000. He couldn't believe some of the classic movies I never saw. But the thing that I found hilarious, he was amazed I never saw Waterworld, and then finally he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I mean Waterworld. Did you see that?" And I was like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about now."
Waterworld. Hey.
John Epple says, at least now you don't have to give up your man card without the White Claw. Come on, stop taking shots at White Claw, guys. It's like the only tasty alcohol there is. Everything else just trash.
I'm just thinking about, because I just recently rewatched Cobra Kai, and that scene where Johnny's like, White Claw, what is that? Give me one of those. That sounds badass. And then he drinks it, and he spits it out.
Man, no, you get that black cherry White Claw. That's delicious.
Black cherry is great. That actually now they have green apple too, and that one is so good. They replaced the lime, thank God, with green apple.
Oh my God.
I think Bud Light does one. Bud Light is a seltzer that's actually 0 calories. I had before. Yeah, they make a seltzer. A seltzer. No, so man, I'm old. I can't be having all the additives.
The viewer count went down when you all started confessing your love for White Claws.
Yeah.
Man, no, we're at 280 people watching. You know, a lot of people have been tuning in lately. When I was streaming with John yesterday, over 650 people watching. So thank you to all the new viewers to Primetime Poulton. We're 15 subscribers away from 1,700. I think my goal is to hit like 2,000 by the end of summer. I think we can do it, guys.
You can do it.
Yeah.
So Gun Goth comes on the show. That's going to spike.
If you want Nicholas Gear to join us, you got to get our Gun Goth to 1 million.
Oh my gosh. Maybe to 2,000 subscriber celebration. We'll bring the owner of Creepy Calzone on. How's that, guys?
That'd be great.
We'll bring the enemy on. Sheldon Martin says, I think a dry, I can't even say that.
It's Pinot Noir. Yeah,
Pinot
Noir.
I can't even say that. Moral Fat 40 in the house. He says, looks like Event Horizon. Yeah. That's Mr. Peepers. Were you out in space? Is your
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we just watched that too.
Zoom.
Yeah. Yoon says, I hate I thought I was
I hate Sheldon.
I hate wine.
I hate whiny Sheldon.
Nicholas Gear says, justice for Yoon, working for free. There's a better way. Yoon pays me actually to let him work for me.
Stealing your talent, Mark.
Hey, Nicholas Gear, Yoon's a diva, man. You asked for layouts. He says, I don't do layouts. I do finished pages.
Yeah. It's true.
Penguin says, to be fair, I'm surprised you didn't see the Flight of the Navigator. That's totally a Mark Poulton movie.
Yeah,
that's a Mark Yoon movie too. I love Flight of the Navigator.
Did you ever see The Explorers, Yoon?
No, I've never seen it.
You never saw The Explorers either?
No.
Oh,
no.
That's a Poulton movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you missing all these movies? I thought you were missing the movie.
Yeah, he's not though. That's what I found out.
Wow.
Or what Enrico found out. Not me. I'm Mr. Peepers. I can't see shit.
Yeah.
By the way, 308 people watching. If you're new to the channel, go over to YouTube, subscribe, Primetime Poulton, hit the notifications, give us a thumbs up. We're here. Usually do the horror show on Sundays, and then on Wednesdays we talk comics. This Wednesday we're going over Rob Liefeld's Youngblood #1, the new one. I can't wait to go over it.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome, amazing.
Yeah.
Yoon loves it. That's Yoon's new favorite book that came out, right? I can't see it because I don't have any eyes.
Hopefully Enrico tunes in for that one and not Mr. Peepers.
Yes, yeah.
Or Lil Body.
Well, Lil Body's a big Youngblood fan. Yeah. Did you know that?
I heard that. I heard that rumor that Lil Body loves Youngblood.
Lil Body, are you a big Youngblood fan? Yeah, I'm a huge Youngblood fan. Yeah.
Wow. Lil Body's just hanging out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Sheldon says, that'd be cool. Get a cosplay lady, not Botta, on the show for the Gun Goth launch.
Oh, you're going to love that, Sheldon. I love Gun Goth.
Now Gear
He's sassy.
You're throwing me under the bus. I never saw Hook either.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's insane.
Mark, I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Yeah.
So.
I want to start.
Never seen Hook?
No,
where we watch movies that he never seen, and I'll never see.
I saw that movie in a theater.
I was too busy watching like every Van Damme movie, every Seagal movie, every Jeff Speakman movie.
That movie's got like a lot more adult stuff in it than you would think. There's like some cool fight scenes and stuff in there. There's like a lot of like cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
Plus anything that's got like a gator in it, I'm good to go.
Penguin says, I never even heard of The Explorers. I was surprised that Malin was picking that as one of the movies he was surprised you didn't see. Michelle Bauer says Explorers is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Where's rocks, Michelle Bowers?
Yeah.
You know what's up.
Nicholas Gear says, Youngblood, meh, I don't need an invite for that. Nicholas Gear salty. That's because Liefeld wasn't tempted by Creepy Calzone. He was like, keep your money, Gear.
Yeah.
I'll never work for Creepy Calzone.
Yeah. Gear was like, we'll bring Youngblood under the Creepy Calzone umbrella. And Liefeld was like, I don't need an umbrella.
Penguin spitting facts. Hook sucks.
Yep.
The movie is great.
Save me the time, Mark.
Well, you didn't like that Dustin Hoffman as the what's
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook.
That was actually.
Come on, man. Rufio was awesome.
Yeah, Rufio.
Explorers
That's
is great.
that's Bill Cosby's nickname.
I was gonna say that was also my nickname in high school.
Disavow.
Rufio.
Nicholas Gear says he couldn't hang. No, he didn't want to hang. That's the thing. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I tuned in a couple times and like he looked so concentrated. Let's just say.
Mhm.
All right. So we made it. We made it through the chat. 40 minutes into the show.
New record. We're starting early.
One last thing, guys. Before we talk Jeepers Creepers, I got this in the mail today from a friend of the show. He's sometimes in the chat. Edwin Acevedo, the Ace. This is the Ace Volume 3. I didn't just get the book though. I got the action figure. Look at this.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna full screen myself for this. Look at this little guy.
That's like
Oh,
He-Man style.
Yeah.
And I bet you that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is actually like more like the WWE Hasbro figures from back in the 90s. Yeah, this is awesome looking. I love it. So great job, Edwin. Thank you.
Very nice. When you said Edwin at first, I thought it was going to be a volleyball team's graphic novel.
No, you got the name mixed up.
It's not Edwin?
No.
Ernesto?
No,
Never mind.
That's an inside joke, guys.
Never mind. Yeah, it's an inside joke, everybody. If you want to know what it is, DM me. I'll fill you in.
Nicholas Gear says,
don't DM me. DM Enrico Botta.
Nicholas Gear says Rob was disinvited from a few premieres after being fired from Creepy Calzone. Stop lying, Nicholas Gear. So let's do it, man. Let's talk Jeepers Creepers. This was picked by Dexter Weeks. Dex, what year did this movie come out? 2001?
Oh, man. It had to be somewhere in the 90s.
No, it was 2001.
I'll tell you what, it still holds up. I don't think I've seen it since 2001.
Wow, yeah.
But man, it was a lot of fun. Brother and sister driving across country from college, going back home, and these two college kids, they do everything wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
There's all the cliches.
Yeah. Everything you're like, no, don't do that. They do it.
I feel like the actual villain of the movie is Justin Long's sister's shitty car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But
She tore up those gears, man.
Oh yeah.
She's like the one part of this movie you got to kind of chug through until the end because her voice can be a little grating.
Yeah.
So they're driving home, and Justin Long is grilling his sister, like, why is she coming home and not going somewhere with her boyfriend? And she doesn't really want to give any answers. And that's when Nick. Then they get like run off the road. Like
they're playing that game with the license.
Yeah, with the license plates that make words. But as they're doing that, you see this big, like, gnarly looking truck speeding up behind them. And then eventually, like, it like blasts its horn. It scares them. It runs them off the road and it's going by. And that's like when they were talking about like why she didn't go home. And he sees the license plate that says beating you. And like it's implied that her boyfriend was beating her, and that's why she's not with him anymore. But they like dropped that right after that. It's weird. Like it would have been interesting to explore that.
There's all kinds of stuff. Just in that little scene, though, like there's a couple layers to that, right? So beating you is like car passing you, like they're beating you.
Yeah.
And then
he also mentioned that she was in a sorority, so like it was probably some jock from like a fraternity or something that she was with.
Yeah, but
so after that truck runs them off,
the beating you means something else, right?
Yeah. So after that truck runs them off, they a few miles later they pass like an old church and they see that truck parked, and the driver is dumping what looks like wrapped up bodies in bloody sheets down a pipe, like a sewer pipe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if I had seen that truck again, I would just like kept going. That's mistake number one.
But they were like, what's in the sheet? Maybe we can help the person in that bloody sheet.
Well,
Right.
first they slow down and they like, glare at the guy, and he sees them, and he hops in his car and he tears after them again, running them off the road into a field. He keeps going, and then they decide, you know what? We need to go back there and see if there's really people. No, just go tell the police.
Keep going. Yeah.
Just tell the police.
To be fair, it wouldn't be a movie, honestly, if like there were smart people in it. Horror movies have to have dumb people, but the fact that she doesn't even
Yoon,
take
what would you
orders
do?
properly,
I gotta know. What would you do, Yoon?
kick his fucking ass. No.
He would have hopped out of his car and was like, "Let's go, creeper."
He could just jumped out and beat the shit out of all those dead bodies.
but yeah, so they stop and they Justin Long, like, mistake number 2. He like hangs down and he has his sister, where he's probably the stronger one. He should have probably held his sister to look down there.
I don't think she would have went down though.
Yeah.
To be fair, like she
But
didn't
I
want to
feel
even
like
do any of that.
They did flip the the
Gender
script
dynamic.
right?
Yeah.
Justin
Yeah.
Long
Yeah, she-
was almost taking on a lot of the qualities that
He
like,
was the final girl, sort of.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she like kept on saying how she's like the stronger one constantly throughout the movie. So
Right.
So there you go.
So
By the way, I'm the stronger one.
the sister ends up dropping Justin Long, and he falls down into the basement of this church.
Not so strong.
And he's looking around. He first, like, someone in that wrapped up in the sheets is still alive, so he like frees them, but then they die right away, and he sees that they've been like cut open and sewed up.
Yeah.
And then he's like wandering around, and there's just like hundreds of bodies, and they're stuck all over the walls, stuck on the ceiling. They're sewn together.
Well, that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Very gruesome.
And then he tells his sister to wait by the street to try to find someone, flag him down, and if she sees the creeper or the guy, they don't know that it's like the creeper yet, to yell for him so he can like hide as he tries to find a way out. So she finally sees someone coming, and what she does, she panics. She thinks it's the creeper in the truck, so she starts trying to start that car that she's just killing the gears in, and it could have been help, and it just was a regular truck, and it drove away. And by that time, Justin Long had found a way out of the church, but he's so like shocked at
Traumatized.
he's traumatized. He's not speaking, and his sister's just yelling at him the whole like drive, like, say something. Like, she's terrible.
Well, because
she's a terrible sister.
She is. They heard somebody down there, which is why he investigated in the first place.
Yeah.
And he unraveled what was the body, and it was this guy that was still alive, and like he had been like missing stuff, or he was like sewn up in his abdomen, and then like literally died right in
Well,
front
the
of him,
creeper he harvests organs and stuff, so
that he can recycle them for himself. Yeah.
That's the.
You
man.
have to mention, Mark, real quick, is when there was a conversation between the brother and sister. They were talking about the missing people, like from school, friends.
Right.
When he went down,
The
like,
rumor.
he found her, because like the rumor was like she lost her head, got cut off, and then when he found her down there, like her head was chopped off, and he sewed it back on.
And he's like preserved the bodies. They're like like
mummified.
Coated in shellac or something.
Yeah.
Penguin says, "Wow, me and TMC finally disagree. I saw in theaters opening weekend and liked it. Watching it again, I thought it didn't hold up at all. Wow, I really enjoyed it watching it again.
I feel like this is the same situation as Hellraiser for me. Like this one's great, and then the more the sequels go on, the worse and worse they get, until eventually, like the newest one that came out last year was like, I couldn't even finish it. It was so bad. Like the newest one was just awful.
Yeah, don't bother with the sequels or anything.
Yeah.
Penguin says the license plate could be saying "be eating you."
That's actually what it was. It was be eating you.
Eating you. Yeah.
That's exactly what it says.
John Epple says part 1 had so much potential that went further down the toilet with each sequel.
Yeah.
We got the Don in the house. What's up, Don? Don working on or worked on the Universals for me, which is coming
Nice.
out later this year.
Hey,
He says
Don.
y'all have got to stop taking Botta to them peep shows.
I got a crazy one for you next week, Don. We gotta check out those peep shows there, buddy.
Sheldon Martin says, "Did you see the opening scene was taken from a real life scenario on Unsolved Mysteries?"
Yeah,
It was based on a real thing. Yeah.
Mm. Nicholas Gear
This
says,
is like an original creepypasta, right? It's like this is based on like, before like the internet was a big thing. We all heard the same rumors for some reason from like here to Russia. Like I love how like that kind of happened, but
Exactly.
You
Nicholas-
can't have a creepypasta right now.
Yeah.
yeah, true. I can
Pasta for you. It's not included in your diet.
exactly.
Nicholas Gear says he would have Yoon would have went off Seagal on that fool. No, he
So
would have been.
What does
Van
that mean?
Damme.
I would have sat my fat ass in a chair and did a little flippy flip or something. Like
Yeah,
I don't
come on,
know how
you-
good Seagal
everyone
is.
here knows Yoon does not like Steven Seagal. By the way, 400 people watching, guys. Thank you so much. We're here every week talking horror movies.
Papers.
Yeah, and every Wednesday we're talking comic books. We're talking Rob Liefeld's new Youngblood this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Go subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, give us 2 thumbs up. Smash that like button, guys, as they say.
Smash the like button. Tune in next week where we see Mark Yoon rip Steven Seagal's ponytail straight out of his friggin' head.
Oh my god, we got to find a Seagal movie to review on the channel.
Ooh, a horror Seagal movie, I think. Wasn't there one with vampires in it or something?
Just find
I
a
think you're right.
3-word title, and I'm sure you'll find
We
it.
should watch that one. I think it's horrifying for sure.
So where are we in the movie? They just escape the church. They're on the road. They stop at a diner to gas up.
Do they run into the cops yet?
Well,
So they call the cops there at the diner. But while they're at the diner, the phone rings and Justin Long picks it up, and there's a woman on the other end, and she says, "Have you seen the cats yet?" And then she was like, "You just saw all the bodies. You heard the song." Jeepers, and he's like, "What?" And he hangs up on her. It's like she ends up coming to the diner, correct?
Yeah, great
Yeah.
character. Great
Yeah.
character. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah,
what's
she's
right.
this character.
She's the best character in the movie.
She's the town psychic, and she's helped the police on murders before. And she's seen this. She's seen Justin Long's character die, and she's trying to help save him before it happens in real life. But the cops come, they take their story, they don't believe them, but they're going to the church to check anyway. And as they're driving there, the police get a call that church is on fire. And right then before that though, the waitress from the diner comes running in and says they saw him. He was in your car, and Justin Long's nasty laundry is all scattered across the parking lot. They said he was holding the clothes in clumps to his face, like inhaling it. So
he his underwear. Or something.
Yeah, he has Justin Long's nasty scent now.
Yeah. And he likes it.
And he likes it.
He smells his fear.
Is it just me, or is Mr. Peepers getting creepier now?
Oh, he is definitely he's definitely a creeper.
He's like the creeper now, man.
Oh man, this is breaking news. Mark Penguin says, Rob just corrected Malin on Twitter. Okay.
Some more drama.
Yeah,
Shots
drama.
fired.
Yoon says master of bullshito. He's talking about Steven Seagal. John Eppel says, I've been trying to finish drawing my pages before I unbox my Youngblood. I want to enjoy it. Nice. Nicholas Gear says, John, you like the Dodgers. You might actually enjoy Youngblood. Shots fired. Wow.
Ooh.
Drama.
Yeah, good luck with that, John.
John Eppel says, oh, look, Nicholas Gear, I've got a bird for you.
But Mark, speaking of the creeper, I sent you those pics. I actually got to meet.
Right. Yeah, let me pull them up while you continue talking about the movie.
Yeah, so after the police, or they finally, I guess they convinced the police to go check it out as they're driving behind them. Actually, I thought that scene was pretty cool, actually. You see the conversations between the brother and sister, and in the back of the window, you see the creeper jump on top of the police car and just start ripping up people, and then was he chop
It's
off
one of the
people?
coolest shots in the movie when like you just see the figure standing on the car between the two of them. That's such a cool shot. It was creepy.
It really was. And then he rips. Well, I think he rips off the thing. And he cuts off the one cop's head and he throws it on the on the other car. That was just pretty awesome. I like that creeper. Like he just didn't. He wasn't like just massive, like just killing it. Like he would toy around and play around. You know, even when he had the cop's head, remember he was just playing with it and. You know, before he started ripping the tongue out and everything. And
I also like how it's backed with a lot of lore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting, like character, you know.
Yeah, the lore.
And the reveal that it has like more, you know, to it.
Yeah, he was like a cool creature, you know, like his face.
Oh well, yeah.
You know, like
like at first you think it's a guy, right?
Yeah, just a regular dude.
Sick,
yeah.
Like you think it's a sick, like I don't know what Hannibal Lecter-y like type guy or something, and then you figure out it's more supernatural.
Yeah.
We never know like what it is. Like I forget if they talk about it in the sequels because the sequels suck. But like they the mystery around him is so cool too because you never know. You don't find out like what he is. It's like why does he like hibernate? Like why is he an extraterrestrial? Is he like an outer dimensional?
I think he's more
supernatural demon of some sort.
Yeah, I think he's more of a demon, and the reason why he eats all that stuff is he becomes like it helps him. Like so like he needed eyes, for instance. Like that's the whole point of the movie, not to get to the ending so quickly, but so speaking of, somebody said, or I think it was Penguin said about B eating you. When I met Jonathan Breck, he actually wrote that on there, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's like
very cool.
So where'd you meet him, Dex? At Monster Mania, Chiller
one of
Theater?
these horror cons. Yeah, I think it was in McFarlane or something. Yeah, so
how long ago was this?
When the movie came out. So
wow.
So would you say that was 2000?
2001,
yeah.
Yeah, it was around then. So you got the other picture, Mark, of me and him.
Yep. There you go.
There's these young Dex, and like he had the mask with him and everything. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Man.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, there's the creeper, Jonathan Beck, man. So
I wish I could see it.
I know. Well, this is pre-iPhone, so everything was like Polaroids and
Mr. Peepers is pre-eyes.
Mr. Peepers can't see, Dex.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a Jeepers Creepers comic book. Haunted Pizza should get the rights to that.
Yeah, get it before Creepy Calzone. Man.
I know. Oh, I just revealed our plans.
Yeah.
Oh man, you stop doing that.
I know.
Creepy Calzone's gonna.
I'm just trying to get Nicholas Gear to burn through all his money so we don't have to deal with him anymore.
Different than the rest.
Oh man. Penguin says the fact that the director is a registered sex offender makes the scene even creepier.
Yeah, I thought we weren't going to talk about that on the show.
Well, Penguin did not get the memo. He also says, I also thought of it more like he was a bug man, like a cicada.
Yeah.
Cicada.
When he had his wings, kind of like the wings came around. And
Cicada sounds like a martial arts movie. Like the forbidden fighting.
Or an Italian dish that Yoon can't have right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, because like I think he like got a lot of that stuff from eating other stuff. Like maybe he ate a bat and got the wings, you know what I mean? Or something like that.
Interesting.
Because I just don't know what he is. I kind of feel like my headcanon, he's like an ancient, like maybe Aztec or something, and he's like cursed. So like in order to keep his immortality, he has to keep having new youthful things, and everything dies in like 23 years, which is why he has to come back every 23 years to rejuvenate himself.
Right.
On his killing sprees. That's just how I envision it. But anyway, it's cool because we can all have our own headcanon because they never talk about it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a cool monster. At the time, it was like a brand new creature. It's cool.
Gear says he's going to pass on the Jeepers Creepers comic. He's in talks with the master of Aikido for a comic. You interested in doing interiors?
He's recruiting already. Look at him, man.
Man.
My favorite part of the movie is where he obviously ate a woman to learn how to drive.
Oh,
wow.
I see what you did there. At first, I was like, you was like, he ate a woman. I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
Sheldon says he thinks the villain of the movie was the old psychic black lady. She tells them just enough for them to not be able to do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I think he asked her at one point. He kept saying,
yeah.
He kept asking
Penguin says, I'm more interested in how he learned how to drive a car, buy gasoline without any money, and get a registered vanity plate. Yeah.
Dude, I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I told you he literally ate a woman. It's like everything's right there. Checks out.
But I mean, I do love this movie. The only part I
Oh.
didn't like, and I think Penguin brought up before, is like, how do you get the license plate? Is he standing at the DMV? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's ridiculous. It's not like
wait,
now where you can
Wait a
just.
second.
Well, maybe
Maybe
like
it's a coincidence, and someone else had that license plate and he stole the car.
maybe at one point he looked normal, and the more he ate stuff, like he became
Oh, that could be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff,
Mm.
yeah.
Like the
It did look
craziest
like a
thing,
really old license plate too. Like it was from like the 50s or
Yeah.
something. It wasn't
The-
like a newer one.
the
Yeah.
craziest thing is when his face like goes like
Predators.
that.
Yeah.
Predators, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
He ate a predator. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Or one of the vampires from Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheldon says it was like she was guiding them into all the monster interactions, and at the end of the movie, she wouldn't talk to the sister.
Yeah.
Oh, I love at the end how she's just like, I'm just a crazy old lady. And it's like, you've been
I don't know what's happening.
what?
So eventually, the creeper tracks him down to the police station, and he takes Justin Long. And we talked about this a little bit. The sister tries to convince the creeper, "You don't want him.
Right.
He's weak. You want me. I'm the strong one."
Right.
Little
But-
does he know, he
but
doesn't want the strong one.
He already realized he wanted Justin Long's eyes. Apparently,
Yeah.
See, I thought when I first saw this, a cooler twist would have been that he takes the black lady's eyes, kind of like
And
in the
becomes
Matrix,
psychic?
so he gets her like powers. Yeah, that would have been so cool.
Well, they kind of did try to bait and switch you though. In the beginning, like when I guess the lady brought it up, Justin thought it was his sister that he was going to take. 'Cause she didn't really tell him that it was him.
He wanted a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know, Penguin.
It was Pride Month.
So man, I don't know. Like I thought this movie was, I loved it back then, and I thought it was great watching it again. There's talks. There's good. So there's been 3 Jeepers Creepers movies. There's talks that there's a 4th one, and I believe that from what I've heard, Justin Long is involved in it. How's this possible?
Is it a prequel? And he's like
Supernatural.
50 now.
He literally has no back of his head because we saw through his. The creeper took his eyes.
I know we think
Everything.
are horrible, but he is in the second one though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's in. I think he's like a ghost or something, and he's warning people not to
Really?
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah. I forgot a lot of them.
It's horrible.
Did you watch the newest one? Like the
think I
newest one that came out last year? It's so bad.
No.
I won't go.
I
near
don't.
it.
I don't remember him at all in the second one.
Yeah,
I think I
he's
do remember.
He's like a ghost or something.
Wow.
He-
Well,
he
maybe
works
he'll
for
return
Apple
as a ghost again.
Yeah, he's just the
Yeah.
ghost of Justin.
He's like the creeper's force ghost.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
ghost.
Nicholas Gear says Against the Dark, a Steven Seagal horror movie.
That's it. Yeah, that's the
Now
one.
we're talking. Now we're
That's the
talking.
one. I mean, that's got to be on Tubi. I mean, it's horrifying.
I mean, 90% of his movies are straight to DVD, so it's not like that's not, or I don't even know about DVD. It's like straight to TV. I think the only one that got any acclaim was like Executive Decision.
No,
Everything else is just
it was
like
after Under Siege 2.
Under Siege 2 also. Yeah,
Like,
true.
Yeah, it started to go down.
Penguin says I watched it and it sucked. I think he's talking about Jeepers Creepers 3. Also, if you look into it, they got sued because they didn't legally have the rights to make the movie. How is that possible?
No.
How does that get made and released?
Maybe they did it as like an indie thing and then it got picked up. That could be
Or maybe because the writer director was in jail or something, and they just figured out it was
yeah, he can't get done.
True.
public domain.
John Epple says the reboot nobody asked for isn't worth the time to watch. I don't know. I would watch a Jeepers Creepers reboot. Nicholas Gear says probably a short movie, one Aikido chop, and the monster is out.
The keto chop.
It's kind of funny because in Aikido they don't even chop. So that's
That's not true. That's not true.
it's all momentum stuff. It's using your own energy against you in equalized form. So
not
you're starting from a neutral position and you flip people basically using their own momentum. That's all
Don't
Aikido
question your
is.
master.
Simplification.
Sensei Yoon. Sensei Yoon.
Master Yoon.
It's also a bastardized martial art that was like taken from the Okinawan people.
Master Chops. Wow.
Oh.
Penguin says that was Jeepers Creepers 4. It was a reboot. There's 4 of them already? I thought the 4th one was coming out.
No, I think the newest one is the 4th one when it starts off with the bus of students, of kids. That's the 4th one, right? That's 2?
Yeah, that's 2.
Man, I watched them all like a year or so ago, and
they're not memorable.
Yeah, they're not memorable at all.
So what does everyone say? Jeepers Creepers, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh, I have this movie on DVD. I love this movie.
Yeah.
Good job, Dex. Another great pick.
I agree with you, Mark, about if it gets in the right hands, like all these new all these new young horror directors are really good. I mean, I think if somebody picks this up and does it the right way, it could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like it in like a super creepy form, like if you're doing like who's the guy, Justin whatever, the guy that does like all those religious affiliated horror ones, you know what I'm talking about, like the doll ones and all. I have them all, but I can't like remember the name of the series.
Annabelle?
Annabelle and like
Justin Wong, is that who it is?
No.
Annabelle.
James Wong. Annabelle without a doll?
James Wong, yeah.
There you go.
James
Wong.
Wong,
Last name, right?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. That would be cool.
All right. So, great time watching Jeepers Creepers. I'm excited for next week. Not surprised to anyone who knows I haven't seen movies that you would think I'd seen, but I've never seen next week's movie. So let's play the trailer, and the chat can see what they're in for next week.
I wish I could see it.
Sorry, Mr. Peepers.
Free raising the dead ain't within my power. Will it be all right? Should I be afraid?
It's coming!
Looking for an old woman. She lives somewhere in the mountains hereabouts. All she can do is take you straight to hell. You go home.
Lance looks so young.
Some folks say she's got powers.
Who are you?
Ed Harley.
What do you want, Ed Harley? Say it. You're looking for vengeance. Say it. There's an old graveyard way back deep in them woods. The thing you're looking for is in there.
It was an accident.
Sounds creepy.
You never seen this?
I can't see it, you.
It's close. Now it begins.
Classic.
There you go. Pumpkin.
Such a good movie, yeah.
Good old Stan Winston, man. I mean,
man.
this stuff was so awesome, man.
Me and
Billy
Lance
old.
Hendrickson. It kind of, but me and Lance Hendrickson had like a 2-hour-long conversation about this movie.
Nice.
Really?
We're
after you chopped him.
Yeah, it was what's the one in Cherry Hill they did, the Monster Mania or whatever.
Monster Mania,
I saw him there, and then like I have a big mouth and I just ask stuff like I have no filter, and he was getting ready to go on like a break, and we were next in line, and then like I was talking to him about Pumpkinhead, and he was like, I want to keep talking to you. He's like, you got some time? I was like, yeah. He just left the table and we went out back. I didn't even smoke anymore. I quit, and he literally like was giving me cigarettes. So I'm out there smoking with him, and we're just talking about movies for like 2 hours. And they had to come in and be like, "Where are you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing away from the table?"
Wow, that's like amazing.
So cool.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Did you get back in line? Did you like go to the front of the line and get the autograph, or you just like, I just spent 2 hours with him. I don't need an autograph now.
Yeah, I don't pay for autographs.
I don't want to meet Dean Cain and Michael Jai White then.
So Penguin says, if it makes you feel better, I've never seen Top Gun either.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Michelle Bauer says, never seen this, but it looks nuts. Yeah,
There's a
join us
cool
next
McFarlane toy. I think McFarlane's made like 2 toys of Pumpkinhead, haven't he?
I used to have
Yeah.
it, yeah, but I got rid of it.
And NECA has made a good Pumpkinhead. Also.
Penguin says, "I've never seen Pumpkinhead either, but I always wanted to. Now's your chance. Go watch it on Tubi."
Do it, Penguin.
Yeah. Amanda B. She hasn't joined us in a while.
She's on the Calzone. She's on the Calzone.
No, Nicholas Gear stole her too.
Wow.
Penguin says, "I hope you bought him dinner, Yoon."
I also don't buy anyone dinner.
Yeah. he waits for the early bird special. it was past time for that. Oh man, Sheldon Martin says, "Did Man's Best Friend come up in your conversation, Yoon?" Love that movie. I'm a fan of that movie too.
Yeah, that's classic, man.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Like we mainly were talking about Pumpkinhead and like Alien and stuff like that.
Oh, so Man's Best Friend, another horror movie starring Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
We should watch it sometime on the show because I've never seen it.
It's about a dog that goes crazy and kills people.
Yeah, Nicholas Gear says Yoon would pay for Seagal's autograph and like it.
Seagulls are an important part of our environment, and they serve a good purpose at the beaches.
Guys, 430 people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in every week for Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club. We'll be back next week. We'll be talking Pumpkinhead. But join us this Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're talking Youngblood #1, the brand new series by Rob Liefeld. He's back on Youngblood. Despite Nicholas Gear's protests, he's back and better than ever. We're going to be talking about that book. And I think that'll do it for this week's episode. Dexter Weeks, where can people find you at?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at DexterWeeks6975, on Twitter, Dexter_art, and Dexter Weeks on Facebook. So you can look me up. I'm always posting new art and doing some more gun goth stuff, and should be pretty awesome.
Awesome. Mark Yoon, where can people find you at? Oh my God. All right, I guess that's it. Sheldon Martin says, "Man's Best Friend is so good it will give old Peepers over there his vision back." Mr. Peepers, where can people find you at?
Well, I wish I knew where I was right now.
You're on the Horror Movie Club.
I don't know where. I haven't seen Little Peepers Jr. and I don't even know how long.
Is Little Body still in the room with you?
No, Little Body's gone.
Oh,
he's afraid of the dark.
Hey, listen, I don't know what that little guy looks like either, but he sounds bananas. I don't know where I am or where you can find me, but you can find my good friend Enrico Botta at Enrico Botta on Instagram, X, YouTube, and I don't know, whatever other social media platforms there are out there. But definitely Sundays and Wednesdays right here on Primetime Poulton on YouTube.
Can they find you on OnlyFans too, Mr. Botta?
You can, if you go to my OF, you know the kind of services I have. Have you ever heard of Skull?
Called the Peep Show.
There you go.
Yeah, Peep Show.
Oh, Michelle Bauer says, "Poor Peepers."
I know. I can't see a thing, Michelle.
Guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Coney.
Who said that? Who said
it's
that?
me. It's me, Mr. Peepers. I'm the host.
Go on, TMC.
Yeah, you can find me on X and Instagram at Coney Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. I'll be, besides Revolution, I'll be setting up some signing streams so you guys can join me as I fulfill Graveyard Shift 5. Also, U.S. Assassin 4 going off to the printer in the next couple days. Exciting stuff's happening over here. Make sure you tune in and watch it all. And we'll be back Wednesday talking Youngblood. See you then. Penguin. I'm sorry, Mark Penguin. Thank you for sharing the links. Thanks, guys.